guys, welcome back to Zagami Beauty. I'm Krysia. Welcome to today's video where I get to open up and finally use some new Sonia G brushes. Purchased from Beautylish, of course. I'm just so excited. I have a few brushes in my collection from Sonia G that some I love more than others. The ones I chose, I really feel are sort of gonna fill in some gaps in my brush collection. I'm gonna be doing the rest of my makeup minus the foundation, which is already on, with these new brushes and with my favorite Charlotte Tilbury products. So sort of like Sonia G and Charlotte Tilbury, just like creme de la creme today, you guys. Before we get into the demo, of course, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell. It really helps a lot, especially being a small YouTuber. I'm sort of like this phantom, you know? Sometimes you see me, sometimes you don't. I just don't fit in really great into the algorithm quite yet, being under 1,000 subscribers. Definitely being notified just helps my videos get out there that you know I've posted. Leave me a comment. I love to hear from all of you. A like as well if you found this video helpful. And now let's get into this mini unboxing and demo. Like I said, my foundation and base is on. I'm actually testing out the new Becca Doing Tint and Moisturizer and then the Light Shifter Finishing Veil. I didn't do my base with Charlotte Tilbury because I'm kind of trying to film 2 videos. So I'll let you know my thoughts on this foundation, of course, in my review, which if it goes up first, I'll link it. This package came in super fast. I'm sure some of you guys have purchased from Beautylish and their shipping is lightning fast. I'm in Canada. They're based, of course, out of the US. I believe it's San Francisco, but I guess they ship out of the East Coast. Either way, this literally was ordered Friday afternoon. It got here Monday early afternoon. It's really crazy. They're such a beautiful company to deal with. They really want you to be happy. It's always a pleasure shopping from Beautylish, and Sonia G is exclusive at Beautylish. So I have this inner packaging with the branding on it. So chic. This, of course, opens up, and then we get some tissue paper. Whoop! And then the brushes packaged so cutely. Roll it out. And there we go. 3 brushes that I purchased this time around. The Chic Pro brush. These are all made in Japan, handcrafted, so beautiful. The wood on here is lacquered, I'm not even sure how many times. Normally I would probably wash them just to get them to fluff out a little bit because of course when you first purchase them, they're all compact in their packaging and they're not going to perform probably as well as once they're, you know, washed and fluffed out a little bit. That's the Cheek brush there. Love the shape on it already. Slightly domed, still quite flat right at the tip. Just want to fluff it out a little bit. Smaller than I thought. Slightly pinched ferrule as well, so it's slightly pinched, not overly rounded. Beautiful. Next one I got was a crease brush. This one is straight up undyed goat hair and very quite pointy, which is what I wanted. I kind of like to extend the shadow a little bit out that way because I have round eyes. I like to try to extend them just a little bit sometimes. I love undyed goat hair. I feel like it picks up the product and lays it down so seamlessly, so effortlessly. Last brush that I purchased, I already know this is going to be perfect. This is the Detail Pro brush. According to the description, it's not necessarily a straight up crease brush. It has to do more with like detail highlighting. I'm not sure I want this for a crease brush because again, I have quite a large round eyeball, slight hood as well. I feel like if I just blow out that crease area with my first transition color, it really takes the attention off of that hooded lid. These are my 3 new additions, and I also have a couple of other brushes that I really enjoy from the brand, which I'll be using as we do this little get ready with me using some favorite Charlotte Tilbury products. So let's get started. First things first, I like to contour. This is a Sonia G Face 2, which I was using sort of as a blush brush, and I didn't love it for that. I went onto the description again on the website. It is meant to be used more so for contour, and I started using it for contouring, and I love it. It has replaced my other contour brush, Marc Jacobs Tantalize, and it just naturally gets into that cheek contour area effortlessly. Undyed goat hair buffs it out so beautifully. I love it. Perfect size. perfection for contouring, you guys. I cannot get over how much I love this brush. Next thing we're going to do is do a little bit of an eye look. I don't know why I contoured first. Why do I do that? It's not normally what I do. Let's take this new brush here, the Detail Pro. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Bejewelled Eyes, which made my top 10 actually for 2020. Love this palette so much. Let's do something a little bit natural. So I'm just going to go between this lighter one and darker brown. Let's blow out that crease. It lays it down really well, translated that color initially where I put it there, so I almost have to be a little bit more careful. It's not too big for what I want. That's better, just kind of lightly go in and then blend it out. Next thing we're going to do is use the Builder 3, lay down a little bit of shadow, just use one of the shimmers there. I like the Builder 3, but I don't love it. And again, I'm not a fan usually of the dyed goat hair. But it does pick up shadow very, very well. Next, let's sort of like define that crease area a little bit. And I'm going to go in with the darker brown there. Oh, that picked up a lot, you guys. Wowza. Let's just tap some off. Okay, scary, scary. This is fantastic. The pointiness of this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to get into that crease. Again, having a hooded lid, I really need something to go in. The Detail Pro, I'm still gonna have to work with a little bit. I feel like it blew it out, but not how I like it. This one, wowza. Places it right in that crease, and then you can just blend it out. Very precise, you guys. I'm gonna go back in with that Detail Pro, take a little bit of that initial color. Okay, that really blew it out. Wow, crazy, crazy times here. I'm gonna take one of the shimmers here, go underneath. Then I'm gonna take my finger and take the really shimmery gold shade and just pop it on my lid. Oh my God. You guys. Oh my goodness, this was a pleasure. I am so impressed. The Builder 3 that I used from my collection, I don't love it. That one I'm not overly impressed with, but the two new ones, the Crease Pro and the Detail Pro, wow, wow, wow. The Detail Pro is a combination of dyed and undyed goat hair, which makes it so versatile. Absolutely a dream. I'm gonna line my eyes and put on some mascara, and then we're gonna move on to the Chic Pro. All right, mascara's on, eyes are done. Love how this turned out. Easy schmeezy. I can't believe it. Let's go in with some blush now using the new Cheek Pro. This is dyed goat hair. It has a softness to it. May not pick up as well as undyed goat hair. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury blush in Ecstasy. Go around. So not loving the fact that it's not fluffed out. As of right now, it's almost too small for me, but it's applying beautifully, blending it out like a dream. Just popping that shade onto the center now. It's a good brush. I think it's going to be better once I wash it. Next, let's put on some bronzer using my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer in Tan. Love this shade. I know it might seem like it's a little bit on the darker side in the pan, but it's really not, and it's the right undertone versus the one in medium. I'm going to use the Sculpt One from Sonia G, and I like this for bronzing. It just gets in and does the job really, really fast. Undyed goat hair picks up the product beautifully. Like, does this so fast. Okay, super bronzed, super easy. Next I want to highlight, and I'm going to actually show you guys my Designer Pro. This one reminds me of the Cheek Pro. I mean, I feel like the Cheek Pro obviously has more hair and it's slightly shorter. So it is going to, I think, puff out a little bit more, which I'm hoping for, because the Designer Pro has stayed quite flat. And so I like using this for contour, for a light dusting of blush, because it stayed quite flexible and flat. This one definitely is more compact slightly and shorter, so it should puff out a little bit more, which is what I want. I'm going to use the Bar of Gold palette to highlight, and I'm just going to go Very soft and diffused. I'm going to try the Detail Pro for the other side. Just kind of wipe it off. Definitely more firm. You know, I've been really enjoying smaller brushes for highlighting, and there you go. It just definitely gives a more pinpointed, super defined cheekbone highlight effect. This is the Sculpt Two in Dyed Goat Hair. I'm going to try this one. It's a little more compact than the Designer Pro, so I think it's going to lay down highlighter better. Yeah, that's better. I'm just going to try a little bit more blush with this Cheek Pro. It really does blend it nice. Like, it really, really does. Okay, perfect. Let's do a lip. Again, all Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Lip Liner, Dance Floor Princess in the Hot Lips 2. And then we're going to be doing Walk of No Shame Lip Gloss. That combo is honestly one of my most perfect nude pink looks. And then we'll just put a little bit of gloss. I like to dab it just sort of on the center, top and bottom center of my lip. And that just creates a little more of a cushion effect. Alright you guys, that is it for the Charlotte Tilbury look applied with pretty much all Sonia G brushes. I love it. I love how this turned out, you guys. I absolutely love all of the new additions to my collection. I mean, the Crease Pro, super pointy. I can't believe how defined it was able to get that crease color. It's just going top shelf. Detail Pro, love it too. It's equally good for highlighting, really precision highlighting or blowing out that crease. I think that's what I'm going to use it for mostly. And the Cheek Pro, I love this. This has really blended the product, and I think it's already fluffed out a little bit, and I think as soon as I wash it, and it kind of just like poof expands, I'm gonna love it so much. The only two brushes that I'm not overly gonna recommend to you guys from my experience is, like I said, the Shader 3. It's okay, it's good, it picks up the product well, but I just don't reach for it too much. I don't know. And then the Sculpt 2. It's okay, they're all beautiful brushes. It's just for my preference. I don't reach for it very much for highlighting, and I don't use it to contour now that I use the other one to contour. So those are the only two that I'm not like overly in love with. The ones I got today, including the Sculpt One and the Phase 2. Oh, so good, you guys. That's sort of my recap very quickly with my Sonia G collection. I definitely will do a more detailed video for you guys. I just wanted to show you my new brushes and try them out for you sort of as a first impression, and I'm very impressed. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. Please leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you have any of our brushes. Which are your favorite? If not, are you thinking about investing in one of them or a couple? I don't know, they're kind of addictive if you ask me. Otherwise, all the best to you. I'll see you in my next one. Take care. Bye.